All right, so y'all, this is question number 5 out of 6.6, and it says determine equation for the graph to the right. Okay, so y'all, all I did is click on the graph just to kind of make it a little bit bigger so we can kind of see what's going on here. So y'all, since we are in section 6.6, we're looking at either the graphs of secant or cosecant functions, right? So remember, in order to graph these secant or cosecant functions, we're either going to look at the graphs of either the sine function or the cosine function. So y'all, when I'm looking at this thing here, my approach on doing this problem is I want to know, what does the parent function look like? Is this going to be either a sine function or a cosine function? And let's see if we can figure some things out here. So y'all, remember at these points here, those points are going to match up our original function, right? Again, whether I'm looking at a sine or a cosine. And then where we have the vertical asymptotes, those are going to be where we have our x-intercepts of, again, our original function, right? So y'all, I start to draw my graph, and it's going to look something like this. And again, I'm going to try to figure out in a minute, is this going to be either a sine or a cosine function? And this looks like it's a cosine function just because, and the reason why I'm saying that, y'all, is because I do know that the cosine of 0 is going to be equal to 1, and that's where we got that point up there at the top, right? Okay, so that's why I'm kind of going with a cosine type function. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to figure out what is the period of our function, right? So remember, y'all, the way we're going to find the period, we're going to take the distance between those points on my x-axis. So my period is going to be equal to pi over 2 minus a negative pi over 2. And we know that a negative and a negative is positive. So pi over 2 plus another pi over 2 is 2 pi over 2, or just pi, right? So remember, y'all, in my original functions, whether I'm thinking about sines or cosines, and right now I'm thinking about a y equals a cosine of bx, right? Something like that. The way we know that our period is equal to 2 pi over b, right? And in this case, our period pi is equal to 2 pi over b. And so, y'all, if I cross multiply, that's going to give me a b pi equals 2 pi. So when we divide both sides by pi, we know that b has to be equal to 2. So, y'all, what I'm thinking of right now is I'm saying, hey, look, my parent function is going to be a y equals a cosine of 2x, right? So let me come back to my original problem. Y'all, if I'm thinking about a y equals a cosine of 2x for this graph right here, then the graph that we're going to have is going to be a y equals secant of 2x, okay? And so, y'all, I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to click on this guy here, and let's see, y equals, let's see if we can type this in, secant of 2x, and let's check our answer, and hey, we got it, okay? So I hope that helps. If y'all have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to help.